Hatebears good player. I don't think I'm allowed to mulligan this. Alright, round 2, vintage prelim. We're playing against Mind of a Kid who just had a top 8 yesterday with Hatebears. Probably still on Hatebears. This is not a snap keep log. I actually think this is not a snap keep, and I think it's a huge mistake that players are making right now in vintage. I think it's a keep, but it's definitely not a snap keep. I disagree. This is not nearly unfair enough for modern vintage. You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything unfair. It's certainly good against Chalice on 0 though. Yeah, that's great, guys, but can't say I would. Drawing 3 for 1 is not good enough in vintage right now. You try keeping this hand versus Xerox, you will lose every single time. This hand versus Xerox is just an auto loss. It's really, really bad. We don't. Because our deck has Flusterstorms and shit in it because it has to beat the Jeskai decks. I think we're just going to lose. Though we would have just lost to this Chalice if we kept a more degenerate hand. I think I'm okay with actually just getting this Astrolabe into play. We have plenty of things that don't matter that we can pitch, so... Thankfully, we can't get Reality Smashed here, because they're playing a bunch of Hatebears instead. But I'm going to pitch this Reclamation and this Flusterstorm. Tinker, not great against Thalia. There is no Blightsteel in the main deck. It's going to be other Thalia. Oh, it's going to be a Vryn Wingmare. Opponent did very well in the challenge yesterday. They were in the top 4, I believe. We are so dead to this. No, that's back when Tinker was cool, Cho. You don't understand. You're only allowed to tinker for Bolas Citadel now. Doesn't work that way anymore. The plus side of this hand is obviously that we have a million lands, but opponent is on like max Thalia deck, so they're just gonna like play a Glow Rider here, and we just can't ever come out from underneath this. We only have like 1 Lightning Bolt in the main, so like we have Mentor, but we don't really have ways to get to Mentor, so. We do have creatures that block Glow Rider, but... You can't play these cards anymore, Cho. That's not how Vintage works. You have to kill them on turn 1. Or you lose to all the other turn 1 decks. So, unfortunately, us being on the draw was very bad for the home team here. I actually have his list up right now. It's like Grafdigger's Cage Deafening Silence, Kataki's, Leonian, Relic Warders, and stuff like that. It's a very interesting Hatebears list, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so unfortunately, I guess we're not dead yet. Can we make a spell? No, every spell costs 3. Well, we're not dead. So this engineer's never gonna live, so we're not gonna be able to weld anything. I think we'll just put the grinding station in the yard. So unfortunately, this not being a glow rider is probably going to kill us. If this was a glow rider, we'd be okay, because next turn we could like maybe draw land, play 2 things, but we don't have an engineered explosives in our deck. Stop. You have the deck list in front of you. Please stop saying cards that are not in my deck list. It's not good. It's just not good in Vintage. It's too slow. I don't know what leagues you guys are playing, because it seems like you're not playing anywhere close to the same leagues as I am. So we get an extra turn if we block the Thalia. That seems terrible. Goblin Chain Whirler. Can cast that. Another Vryn Wingmare. Alright, we're dead. Unfortunate. Alright, so we have a bunch of lightning bolts. And opponent has Chalice, Trinisphere, Thorn. Not really sure that. We'll see how many cards we have to take out. We'll cut 3 unplayable cards. Bring in Blight Steel. And do we have any more unplayable cards? I'm like kind of down to get a 1 grudge in here somewhere. No, the problem with Bridge in this kind of matchup is we're going to get locked out. We're going to get locked out from being able to go underneath the bridge, and the opponent plays 4 Leonian Relic Warders in the main, and we don't play counter spells, so I actually don't think we want Bridge in the main. You still want Citadel in to like have the option to do some kind of dumb tinker play early before you get locked out, but obviously you need the Blightsteel if you get locked underneath. Tinkering the bridge does not seem good when they play many answers to bridge. War of Invention costs too many blue mana. I've tried. Trust me, I've tried. So this hand doesn't do anything on turn 1, so we're off it. This hand plays turn 1 Emery, turn 2 combo if we get enough mana. It's pretty good. That does involve me bottoming my island. Could instead... So the problem is you need a red mana, 1. And 2, you need to have 1 card in graveyard before you go off, so that you can always be able to play your Thassa. Actually, that might not be true, because if you make blue mana, you could get a Emery, which increases your graveyard by 1. So that's not exactly true. Yes, I'm aware of that, but that doesn't actually play Underworld plus Station on turn 2, because you don't have enough mana. I see what you're saying. I think that's like kind of greedy when opponent can have any Thorn effect on turn 1, and that doesn't work, right? You also still need to get... So I guess the first station sacks Sapphire. But then you don't have... You still need to get another card in your yard for that play. So you'd have to, like, play Emery. I still think you need a little help for that line, Wapla. Isn't it just, like, way higher value to just play Emery on turn 1 here? So I'm, like, trying to figure out if I'm supposed to put this island on the bottom is, like, my big concern. Like... I need all these other cards if I want to do things, but I do need mana. I think I'm still just going to keep it. Yes, Log, this is a snap keep. This is a snap keep. I agree. Thank you for that. I really would like a second Mox in here. That would be lit. That is exactly what I'm thinking. So now, does this change anything? Do we play Station? No, we still just play Emery here. Oh, I probably should have played... I guess I can never play around Trap. So it's fine. I mean, we still have to not get thorned, right? Oh, we milled a Station? I guess we should have kept that island. Ah! Oh, God. How do we keep hitting triple land off our Emerys? There's like 10 lands in our deck. There was 10 lands in our deck that could be in the top cards. Okay, do you have Thorn too? Don't have Thorn? Alright, we kill you probably. Unless they have, what's it called? Is there a better way to sequence this? So we have 4 mana via Emery here. Trying to figure out if there's any way we can sequence this better. Yeah, so we could have played around Trap, so that would have been better. Now we ran right into Trap. Yes, we should have played around Trap. I agree. They don't have Trap. I know they don't have Trap, but we should have played around Trap. We could have played around Trap here. Can I always yes this? Opponents had enough. Alright, opponent did not play a sphere on turn 1, so we killed them. Which is what we wanted to be doing. Deafening Silence looks like it would be hard to beat. Interesting hand. Interesting hand. It's probably a keep. Really could use a Moxen instead of a Teferi, probably. But it'd be nice to not have to use the pedal to grudge, so that we can flashback. Canopy. Didn't play Canopy. Played Deafening Silence. Jesus Christ. Okay. We have a Teferi to answer that one. At least this means they're not playing any more Moxen right now. Yes. We have Blightsteel if we find a... Well, not if we find a Moxen. That's funny. Okay. They're one Deafening Silence. A classic. A classic. Do we have a Thalia on turn 2? We have a Kataki. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah. It's a good one. Yeah. Oh, I mean, we were supposed to play our pedal. So, I could pay for our pedal. Why didn't I pay for my pedal? Whoops. I should have paid for my pedal. I guess paying for my pedal does make me susceptible. Yeah, I should just pay for the pedal. I don't know why I didn't. It was really bad. Whoops. Well, now we get to hold up Grudge, I guess. It's not that good. We get to hold up fetch lands, but we were going to fetch a basic anyways. I should have played the Mox Opal on that. No, then I won't be able to tinker. If I draw a land, then we should play the Mox Opal. This Revoker's a little awkward for them because they have to pay for it. Obviously, we could just grudge it, though. But I don't really think I want to just grudge it. I think I'd rather than pay for it. So... I think we're just going to go to the next turn here. Another Breach. I think I'm going to play the Opal and give myself the ability to tinker for a Blightsteel if I draw a land. And I want them to pay for this Revoker, like really badly. I want them to use their mana for this, seeing as they missed their land on the last turn, which means they're unlikely to play a Vrynwing Mare on me. They found more mana. Another Revoker. Once again, I think this is fine. I really like them paying 2 mana every turn. Obviously, at some point here, I get constrained on life total, but I really don't have that many lands in my deck is another problem. But do I want to grudge? And I really like them paying 2 mana a turn. Take 6, go to 8, take 2. This is fine. I do want to pay. I do want to pay. Goblin Engineer. Okay. I'm just gonna put like a Lotus in my yard. That'll give me maximum mana. So see if they keep these Revokers around. I'm be interested to find out if they choose to. The Gataki Revoker, not a combo. The problem with Blightsteel is we do know they have Relic Warders. But I don't really think we can play around that. And then we'd have a Teferi to come back from behind. I think I wanted... Okay, they chose not to keep one of the Revokers around. I wonder if that means they think they might try to draw land into a Wingmare or something. I guess I should not have gotten Black Lotus. That was really bad, right? Because I can't actually use that for mana. Alright, I'll just block Gataki. That's fine. That's perfectly okay with me. Unless they play a Thalia here. Oh, they're going to Relic Ward my Opal? Alright, well. I can't tinker. So now they can play a Ring Wingware. But my Blightsteel is less likely to get Relic Warded, I guess. Really need to hit a land drop here, I guess. I can't play more than one spell a turn. I'm just gonna die to Ring Wingmare. I can't play Teferi here. And bounce Silence. It's just 2/2s. I just can't beat a pile of 2/2s. Oh no, why does it have to be 2 flyers? So stupid. These Ringmares are so much better than freaking Glow Riders. I'm just dead. It's so dumb. I'm just dead. I'm just dead. Deafening Silence is definitely good against my deck, which requires 30 fucking million game actions to win. Oh. I just needed one Moxen earlier in the game. That's all I required. But I didn't get it. They had nothing going for them because they were paying for Revokers every turn. We do not. We do not win with Blightsteel. Because they have flying fucking horses. It's gonna be a quick stream tonight, huh? Yeah, Cherry. That bridge, so good.